Bueno, vamos a jugar a The Council. Es un juego donde tengo que tomar mis decisiones. Les voy a leer lo que dice. Experimenta un nuevo giro en el género de la aventura narrativa, en el que tus elecciones y el desarrollo de tu personaje importan de verdad. Como miembro de una sociedad secreta en 1793, te sumergirás en una historia de intrigas y manipulación mientras buscas a tu madre desaparecida. Básicamente eso, es de una historia del 1973. O sea, yo elijo cómo va a ser el personaje, yo elijo cómo va a ir el rumbo de la historia. Así que nada, empecemos con esa porque me encantan los juegos que son así, de elecciones. Empecemos. Creo que está bien, ¿no? Prólogo. Prólogo. Ah, el uno. Sí, prólogo. Prólogo. Tengo que matarlo. Perdón. No veía, porque tengo el mata acá. Dios. Bueno, a ver. Francia. París. 10 de diciembre de 1792. Está hecho pija el personaje, ya empezamos mal.
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
Ok, ella es la
No,
mamá.
Louis. I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert! Von Borchert! Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Actuar.
Let me do this. Trust me.
Confiar en ella. Ay, Dios mío. No sé, no conozco al personaje, no sé si es un papa frita o realmente puede llegar a ser algo. Así que vamos a confiar en la madre.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Bien, bien.
Well
Listo.
done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No, even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to von Borchardt.
Hubiera actuado, pero yo no sé si el personaje es un papa frita y quizás haya salido todo mal. Por eso dije, voy a confiar en la madre, que no sé. Me hace sentir segura. Un poco más que este personaje. Un mes después, 20 de enero de 1793. Isla de Lord Mortimer, en el litoral de Inglaterra. ¿Qué es esto? Howard. Ojo. Parece que estoy viendo una película, literal. Ay, no, paren. Va a ladrar mi perro. Ahora sí. Un juego de Big Bad Wolf Studio.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up von Burchard's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
Ok. La madre básicamente quiere aventura todo el tiempo. Y desapareció. Porque estaba en esa
The least
isla.
he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think about it.
Bueno. ¿Será que la madre estaba buscando algún artefacto mágico?
We find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Mi mamá desapareció. Motivos personales que no les interesa.
Your Eminence, with all due respect, I prefer to keep my reasons for coming here to myself. I promise, it has nothing to do with the legendary party that you all appear to be preparing for.
Believe what you will, my son. However, everything is related to the legendary parties organized by our host.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that, Cardinal.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
Uy, me cae mal el cura este. Voy a hablar con la duquesa.
And you, Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment. Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join
Monsieur
us.
I'm coming, Duchess.
Richere, no sé cómo dijo.
Cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious.
Un cardenal, no sé, parece un cura,
If I'd
no sé si es lo
known,
mismo.
I would have gone for a better suit.
¿Qué le pasa?
Are you all right?
Ay, Dios mío.
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah, no one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't. No. No! You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay for that.
¿Pero qué acaba de pasar?
Hugh.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on?
No entiendo por
Here,
qué
take this.
estaría viva en este momento. Literalmente le
Keep it.
disparó.
Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm
Sí.
sure, yes.
Ay, perdón. Sí. Ay.
Fine.
Esas reacciones de loco de mierda que tiene. Pensará la duquesa, ¿no?
I definitely have to find Mother quickly.
Am I going crazy or what?
Okay.
This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me?
Ok,
for
ok.
God's
Uy,
sake?
che, me gusta.
I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
Ojo. ¿Qué es eso? Monedas de colección. Ok, acá abajo no puedo. ¿Puedo correr? Sí. Bueno, a ver, estoy investigando. A mí me gusta investigar. A ver si puedo agarrar otra cosa más. No. No. Ahora vamos por acá.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
¿Qué
Yes,
pasa?
Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career.
Oh.
Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Uy, tu clase. Diplomático. El diplomático sobresale en sociedad, un orador de gran talento que evita dejarse en evidencia y cuenta con una gran capacidad de persuasión. Además de buena educación, las relaciones políticas son su ámbito predilecto. Un político, no. Ocultista. Es un maestro del engaño, convencido de la importancia del conocimiento, ha adquirido mucha experiencia en las artes y las ciencias, se sirve de otros para alcanzar sus propios fines sin remordimientos. Bueno, me gusta, me gusta. Detective, es experto en investigación, instruido para percibir y advertir cada detalle a su alrededor, así como para saber analizar a las personas que interroga. Un hombre práctico que no huye de las confrontaciones directas. A ver, mira, te dicen las habilidades, genial. Política, no me sirve de nada la política acá. Protocolo, lingüística, persuasión, distracción. Bueno, sí, me sirve. Pero no lo quiero hacer político al chabón. Después está en ocultista, manipulación, ocultismo, erudición, ciencia y engaño, me gusta. Y en detective, inquisición, observación, psicología, agilidad, lógica. Ocultista. ¿Es esto? ¿Le añadí el punto o no? Sí, está bien, está bien. Y ahora me voy para atrás. Creo que ya está, ¿o no? No, no está. Ah, porque lo tengo que mantener acá, listo. Listo, soy un
I have been
ocultista.
involved in all sorts of unsolved cases. Have you ever heard of the Abbey of Hexham?
Vaguely.
An ingenious scam involving mass manipulation on a scale never seen before.
There was a cavern under the abbey, wasn't there?
Exactly. The wind would blow in through spouts, creating a terrifying howling sound. So, to stop the howling, the priests called for offerings from the peasants.
And if they brought enough money, I'm guessing the priest stopped the howling. A perfect trick to fool simple souls.
Admit it, Duchess. That story kept you in suspense, didn't it?
Yes, it did. I'm delighted to find out that you were the young and brilliant French investigator.
For someone
está
who only
tirando onda.
remembers the case vaguely, your memories are very clear.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Fingir que te acuerdas, en absoluto perdone. No, le voy a ser sincero, la verdad, no me acuerdo de vos. Disculpame si en algún momento dormimos juntos.
Please excuse me, madam.
No,
I'm
mentira.
sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I
Ah,
must say, you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
pero chicos,
Please
no es
stop torturing me.
momento. Ah,
I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London,
No. Sorry, I don't remember.
in the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter.
bueno, este le
Right,
agarró
time to go to
amnesia
the
de
manor.
repente. Tanto no se va a acordar. Las habilidades te permiten descubrir detalles ocultos. Selecciona el objeto que más llame la atención en una situación para descubrirlo. Ok. Los labios. ¿Por qué le miraba los labios?
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Ok. Todos los personajes que conozcas en la isla tendrán su propia personalidad, lo que hace que sean vulnerables a ciertas habilidades e inmunes a otras. Para lograr tus objetivos personales es fundamental aprovechar su personalidad. Las habilidades a las que sean inmunes no tendrán ningún efecto y te dejarán extenuado, mientras que con las habilidades a las que sean vulnerables recuperarás un punto de esfuerzo. Ok. Ok.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
Sí la conoces,
I
listo.
don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Puedes conseguir talentos al llevar a cabo ciertas acciones. No olvides consultar los requisitos de desbloqueo y los efectos. Encontrarás mejoras muy interesantes. Ok. Bueno, yo antes de hablar con ella había visto algo acá. Jalea real. Restaura 2 puntos de esfuerzo. Ok, gracias.
Honey, the remedy of the gods. Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Ojo. ¿Qué hay ahí? Jalear. Ay, más jalea real. El chabón se roba todo. Creo que no hay más nada acá.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
¿Qué te importa? Ah,
Monsieur de Richet. Delighted
Richet.
to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
¿qué sabe sobre mi madre?
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But Sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location. But
¿Por
no
qué?
one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Uy, tus habilidades te darán acceso a acciones y elecciones exclusivas a cambio de puntos de esfuerzo. Cuanto más alto sea el nivel de una habilidad, menor será el coste. Ok. ¿Han encontrado algo? ¿Hay algún testigo? ¿Y han encontrado algo? Ay, no lo puedo usar. Bueno.
Did anyone see anything else?
Unfortunately not, sir. Only lights were seen by servants of the manor, sir. And as I was saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to
Me
have
está
noticed
haciendo acordar
anything
mucho
at all.
a
We seem
Vampir.
to have
No sé si
found an
conocen.
object
Es el
that
juego.
would appear to belong to Sir's
Las gráficas
mother.
más que nada.
A handkerchief.
El
Handkerchief
juego
is embroidered with
de
the
por sí no
initials
tanto porque no hay
SDR.
elecciones.
We came to the
Pero las gráficas me
conclusion
hace
that they are
acordar
the
mucho
initials of
a
Sir's
Vampir.
mother. Sarah
Porque también
Duchesne.
habla de esa época más o
I
menos.
have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Ay, pasa que no tengo mucho. Dame el
Pass me the
pañuelo.
handkerchief.
But sir, my orders were to give it to my master.
Are you refusing to give me
chupa
my
un
own
huevo.
mother's personal belongings? Even though she was greatly looking forward to meeting your master, she's gone missing. And you seem incapable of finding her.
Oh, but sir, please.
And to top it all off, you refuse to give me the handkerchief that she so often let me use? Do I deserve such little consideration in your eyes? Is that what you wish me to report to your master?
No, certainly not, sir. Please forgive me, sir. I have been such an idiot. Here you are.
¿Listo?
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Ok, para. ¿Cómo hago para talentos? ¿Será acá? No. ¿Rasgos? No. Bueno, ¿acá qué hay?
A Latin inscription. En necis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
Trasladame el texto.
You don't know, my son, how little wisdom the world is governed with. I tend to agree.
Ok.
There's no way I'm leaving without finding out about Mother.
Ay. Ah, no puedo subir. Bueno,
A Latin inscription.
acá lo mismo.
En necis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
Es que ya lo traducí. Salir. A ver, voy a ir para atrás a ver si me salté algo, porque quizás me salté algo. Acá no pude ir por el chaboncito que apareció.
A wooden floorboard.
Examinar.
Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed. Probably
Examinar.
comes from this part of the wharf.
No, lo mismo.
The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but
Ok.
it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed.
Bueno, acá ya comenzamos a buscar pistas sobre qué onda mi mamá, que se fue, la loca. Y está haciendo quilombitos, básicamente.
Hey, there's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest. Somebody replaced it recently, but looks like it's fixed pretty solidly in place. It's going to be tough to rip it out of here.
Seguramente no me deje.
Ah, shit! It's not coming up. I'll never manage it barehanded. I need something to lever it with.
Algo para levantarla. Bueno, me voy a acordar de que tengo que venir para acá. Después para allá creo que no hay nada. Y a ver si acá hay algo. Bueno, boludo, ¿qué es esto? Abrir puerta. Por la duda, ¿viste? Corroboré que el... ¿Se puede forzar? ¡Ojo! ¡Ojo al piojo!
There we are.
Listo. Uy, ¿qué pasó? Ah, cambio de cámara. Me asusté. Ok, a ver. Acá mucho no hay nada que mirar, pero acá hay dos cositas.
This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed.
Al menos la vieja está
Just like in
armada.
my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful.
Sí, igual no sé qué tipo de visión viste vos, querido. Jalea real. A ver si me deja. ¿Por qué no me deja, boludo? Ocultista. Ah, acá está. Bueno. A ver qué es esto.
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels.
Uh-huh. What have we here?
¿Qué tenemos aquí?
It's cannon powder.
Pólvora. Mira vos.
The powder's wet. Not surprising, given the dampness of the dog.
It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. Apparently, someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm...
Fragmentos de ámbar. De ámbar. Acabas de encontrar un fragmento de ámbar. Cada vez que reúnas 4. Ah, genial.
Amber crystals.
Bueno, a ver, creo que no hay más nada que ver. Creo que ya vi todo. Flashé ver un brillito. Sí, ya está, creo que vi todo. Porque, ¡ay, Dios! Te cambio de cámara. Busca más pistas o ve a la mansión. Y podría haber más pistas. Acá, por ejemplo, me interesa mucho ver. ¿Y acá qué hay?
Great, honey.
Miel. Ok, ojo. Ese sonidito. Monedas de colección. Uy, qué linda la luna. Bueno, en el barril creo que ya había habido. Sí, sí, sí. A ver, quizás me salté algo.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough. Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
¿Y esto? Con esto puedo abrir la madera, imagino yo.
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
Coger la barra.
This might just come in handy.
¿Dónde te la guardaste? No te voy a preguntar, porque seguramente te la guardaste en el
A
culo.
sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems
Es
to have used
increíble.
it.
Cómo los personajes se guardan todo ahí, ¿viste? Porque después los ves y no tienen nada en la mano. Bueno, y acá es donde yo ya fui, yo ya vine. Vengo de ahí. Acá no hay nada, creo. No, no me deja igual. Bueno, a ver, vamos de nuevo a la maderita esta que está sobresalida. No me acuerdo si era la primera o la segunda. ¿Era acá? Acá.
That does
Ojo.
it. Let's see what's hidden inside.
There's a book and also a bag. The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time.
And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
Manuscritos. Los manuscritos te permiten instruirte durante tu aventura. Al comienzo de cada misión puedes seleccionar tus lecturas para conseguir puntos de habilidad permanentes. Ok.
Let's look inside the bag. A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder.
Y la llave oxidada.
Iron key completely rusted.
Voy a agarrar
No.
la llave.
It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it.
¿Y si agarro la bolsa? Examinar, voy a ver
Some
la comida.
fruit, a piece of bacon, and some bread. The fruit's still firm.
Yo le agarro la llave a mi mamá, ¿viste?
Bread's
Quizás mi mamá la
stale.
necesita, yo se la agarro. Porque quizás ella dejó esto acá como para esconderlo.
2 days?
Dijo, ya
And
está,
if
lo
it's
dejo acá,
rationed,
nadie me va a tocar
there's
las
enough
cosas.
left
Y
to
viene el
last
hijo y le
2
saca la
more
llave.
days.
A ver.
Shit, those are definitely my mother's things. I recognize her hairpins. This bag smells of her perfume. A piece of soap, some oils, and her powder puff. But what does all this mean? The bottom of the bag is covered in black powder.
No sé si voy a agarrar el
Judging by its
bolso.
consistency,
Porque justamente
it's the
si
same type
mamá,
of powder
si
that I
mamá,
found
si mi mamá
earlier.
está ahí
This just gets better and better.
y está viva y dejó su bolso ahí, no sé, quizás ella se pone... No, me voy a
Right,
apartar.
that's enough. I
Se
think I'd better leave her bag
pone,
here.
no sé,
If she
a
hid
buscar
all
sus
this,
cosas y le
because she
faltan
thought
un
she
par de
might need
cosas
it
o le
later.
falta directamente la
Crying
bolsa.
out loud.
Va a decir,
Why
¿quién
did you
agarró las
hide
cosas?
supplies in the middle of
El hijo.
nowhere, Mother? I don't
Claro.
know what's going on here, but you obviously feel like you're in danger.
Pero bueno, al menos sé que está eso ahí. Le agarramos una llave que no sé para qué nos va a servir. Supongo que más adelante. Creo que no hay más nada que ver. Ya averiguamos un par de cositas. Después más allá no hay más nada. Así que vamos a ir subiendo, si me deja. No me deja. Creo. Ah, sí me deja.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Me pone nerviosa que el chabón tenga una máscara blanca. Se la quiero sacar. Ok. ¿Qué es eso? Por Dios, esa figura.
Impressive.
No, no es impresionante, es horrible.
son, I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
Qué
I
pesado
wanted
es el
to
viejo,
ask
¿eh?
You are the son of Sara de Ricci, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope.
Oh.
But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here.
Convence a Piaget
Anyway,
de que te confíe la
I ought
carta.
to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance.
Ok.
Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Confrontaciones. Durante una confrontación deberás avanzar por las distintas fases mientras tratas de ser lo más persuasivo posible. Las confrontaciones tendrán consecuencias en el resto de la historia, así que no dudes en usar tus habilidades. Claro, yo pasa que no tengo tanta habilidad,
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has
Viejo de
arrived
mierda.
yet?
Yo soy el hijo, no soy otra persona. Por casualidad, ¿sabes si su madre ha llegado ya? Sí, llegó hace un par de semanas. ¿Qué no? Sí, le voy a responder. ¿Qué más da? Deme la carta, no. Le voy a responder.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
Me importa un choto la iglesia. No.
Told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Somos miembros de la Orden Dorada. Secreto. Ah. A ver. No sé si le puedo responder esto por una cuestión de que quizás se lo tome mal. Y esto no sé qué tan bueno sea, porque la Orden Dorada no sé qué pincha ni corta acá y quizás se lo tome mal. Bueno. Pero pasa que cuando le dije, no, es personal, se puso re loco, así que le voy a decir la verdad.
My mother and I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden Order, which I joined a few years ago. Mother trained me, and I assist in her research. In other words, you can trust me.
My child, you are telling a perfect stranger that you and your mother work for a secret society. It would seem that discretion is not one of your specialities, my son.
Y bueno,
You
querido,
will
pero a ver.
understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
Shit. All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person.
¿Sí?
That has always been
¿Y si
successful.
te corto el cuello, viejo?
Do you think I should give it to you?
Sí, soy el hijo. Fingir que no me interesa, cuente con ello, se lo entrega. Ay, no, para. ¿Cree que debería entregárselo a usted? ¿Se la entregaré? No. Me voy a
Look,
como que... no me
You
interesa.
seem hesitant. The simplest thing to do is just to give it to her when you see her. After all, it's not that urgent.
Yes. I mean, yes, it's urgent. I mean, what if we don't find each other here on the island?
Though I don't know yet when I'll be leaving. I might not be staying for very long. What to do? Can you see a solution?
Come on. Just give me the letter for crying out loud.
Dele, viejo de mierda.
I cannot run the risk alone.
Bien,
I am going to trust you.
ya está.
Like an honest man.
Bingo.
Bingo.
Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before go
Ay, Dios.
that no one
Que
other
sí.
than your mother will read it?
Sí, o sea, antes de que llegue a las manos de mi mamá, la voy a leer yo, porque mi mamá está desaparecida, pero sí. En la última fase de una confrontación, deberás convencer a tu interlocutor dando una respuesta positiva. Si te equivocas, la fase se repetirá hasta que des la respuesta correcta, o no te queda más traspiés. Ok. No creo en Dios, le decía. No se preocupe.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor
Le voy a
the
mentir.
promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur Derice. Your mother and I
Bien.
are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priest's safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure.
¿Cómo habla este viejo?
Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Elementos ocultos. Encontrarás numerosas pistas y objetos ocultos. Puede que algunos afecten en gran medida el desarrollo de tu aventura. ¿A qué esperas para encontrarlos? Ok. Bob. Ahí le choqué el micrófono, bueno. A ver, ocultos. Entonces voy a ver y empezar a chusmear todo lo que hay acá, olvídate. Ya que me dice que hay ocultos, elementos ocultos. Ojo. Ah, no creo que me deje. No, no me deja. Arriba todavía no. No. La chimenea está ahí.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men. Open to Brutus'
Voy a mirar el libro.
Caesar, stabbed by multiple blows at once, sees Brutus raise the dagger on him. Then, covering his head with his robe, he delivers himself to the arms of the conspirators. Nice family. Let's keep it. Might come in handy someday.
Si te parece útil, guárdalo, qué sé yo. No sé por qué te parece útil eso, pero bueno. Voy por este lado ahora. Las escaleras no creo, las puertas no creo. Ué. Monedas. ¿Y eso qué es? Abrojo. El abrojo te proporciona el estado exaltado. Se mostrarán temporalmente las inmunidades y las vulnerabilidades que afecten a tus elecciones durante una conversación. No puedes llevar más de 5. Ok.
Devil's Thorn.
No sé qué poronga hice, les aviso. Toqué botoncito nomás. Creo que no hay más nada acá. ¿Podré subir las escaleras? Voy a probarlo. No creo.
I've just arrived. It might be bad manners to go upstairs without being invited.
El chabón se mandaba directamente, ¿viste? Sin hablar, sin nada. Pues está, silla
I
abierta.
thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simple.
George Washington, President of the United
Oh,
States.
presidente de Estados Unidos.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Maurras de Riche. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
¡Ay, no puedo! Sobre mi madre.
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Riche's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits.
Le decía lo de la carta,
or
¿viste?
even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of
¿Por
you
qué se
know
reía
the
así?
reason why we're here this time?
Not
Así.
in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organises a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother.
Pero, ¿qué le
For what
importa?
reason, exactly?
O sea, ¿qué chuta le importa?
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
Two members of the same family here. That is rare.
Es
You know
político.
what they say.
No le creo
You
nada.
can pick your nose, but you
No me da
can't pick your
confianza.
family.
O sea, desconfío del presidente.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Raro.
Good Lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order.
Ah.
It's the highest distinction of the order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit.
Ok.
That's the man for my vision.
Bueno, puede
An
ser.
urgent
Ay,
case
qué horrible.
has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his
Puede ser de que el
deepest
presidente no sea tan malo como yo
He's
digo.
asking me here and he hasn't even turned up?
Pero igual,
Great start.
no decir nada.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Bueno, ahora nadie
Please
quería
feel
comer.
at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Es que estos no van a saber nada. Para mí no van a saber nada. Yo creo que me quedo acá con este. Porque esto es de la Orden Dorada. Estos no van a saber nada. Ya me lo hubieran dicho el de cara ese, el que tenía la máscara.
Let's see what Washington has to say. Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do
Nadie
exactly as you
comía.
please, young man.
Louis, thank you for staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't
Okay.
worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And
Si
if
quiere
you
hacer
have
algo
any
por mí,
other
deme
questions,
dinero.
Now's the time.
Hábleme sobre Mortimer, cómo se conocieron. Ojo. Quiero saber esto.
And you, Emily, what do you think of my mother?
I only know her through the order. The one time we met, we only exchanged a few words in a corridor of Parliament.
And was the exchange courteous or impassioned?
I'm not sure if I understand.
Ay, hacete la
Was there
pelotuda.
any reason for her to be angry with you?
Under other circumstances, I would slap your face for even asking. but I'll put your lack of tact down to her disappearance. Know that your mother is a woman I would love to work with. Her reputation is entirely deserved. Mr. Washington will be able to tell you more.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
¿Cuándo se conocieron? No sé, pero ¿cuándo la vio por última vez?
When did you last speak to her?
Philadelphia, 15 years ago.
Pero es un montón, no la habéis
Sarah
querido.
often went back and forth between France
Hace
and the
15
United
años.
States.
¿Para qué chota me sirve
Yes,
eso?
I remember those days. I didn't see her too often. Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
No me deja asuntos políticos.
When she came to the US, did you exchange ideas about the Golden Order?
Exactly. What's more, she was essential in helping set up the American branch of the Order. I would never have become its leader without her help. We are a new country. And to achieve our democratic ideals, we need to count on discrete powers such as our organization.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
¿Y si hubiese abandonado la isla, qué onda?
I
No
wonder
creo,
if Mother is
pero bueno.
still on the island. Could she not have taken a boat and left?
I don't see how. No vessel can moor closer than 200 yards. Not to mention the permanent presence of staff and servants. There is one strange thing, I grant you. This island is barely the size of Delaware, and despite that, no one has been able to locate your mother.
Es una vieja
So my
escurridiza.
mother still must be on the island.
Mostrarle... No, no. No, no, no.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Careful, they're coming back.
Well,
¿Qué le
I am
pasó?
impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond
Ponele.
of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Pero dale, yo lo apreté.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth
Ay, Dios
Adams,
mío.
Mr. President.
No pude.
She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence. On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Dios, no apreté rapidito. Elizabeth Adams. Que es una Adams.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Ok.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow. Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room?
Dijo al final del pasillo, ¿no?
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Pero yo voy a chusmear todo igual.
A Bazant.
Un besante.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Ok, acá estoy yo.
Monseigneur His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Piachi. Jalea real. Esto no sé qué es. Intoxicado. Ah, ¿qué? Ah. ¿Has utilizado 4 consumibles durante una misión o has ingerido algún elemento nocivo? ¿Qué onda? ¿Estoy borracho? Ay, no entendí. Pero bueno, no sabía. Si no te dicen eso desde un principio, que no puedes ingerir cosas seguido, yo qué voy a saber. Pero bueno. Dios mío. Creo que ya no hay más nada que ver.
President George Washington.
Me estoy dando vuelta a la mansión. Hay algo por acá que sonó. Monedas de colección. Creo que no hay más nada. Ya está, ya me di toda la... ¿Qué sonó? Algo sonó. No sé. Ah, ok, ok. Para bajar. Sí, ya está. Creo que ya está. Ahora me voy a la pieza, que la pieza queda... al final del pasillo, dijo. Me perdí. Dios mío. ¿Esta casa tiene que ser tan grande?
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Ya me perdí, ahora no encuentro mi pieza.
Huh, that's me.
Acá.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust. What should I do?
La verdad.
So, it really is a list of French countrymen. Piaggi wasn't lying. Wow! Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
Bueno. Sí, sí, la verdad bastante bonito. La pieza. Que tiene un balconcito.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye... Golden elixir.
Elixir dorado.
Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy. Saint Jerome and the angels. Saturn devouring his sun. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son.
Bueno. Ahora... monedas de colección. Creo que eso ya lo he
Inferno by
visto.
Dante.
Voy a ir afuera nada más para ver qué onda. Vete a la cama, yo estoy repaseando. Esto creo que es mío también. Creo. El sentimental mira el mar, macho. Creo que estas son las otras habitaciones. Son las otras habitaciones, creo. Ahí agarré otra cosa que no sé qué era. Moneda de colección. Bueno. Listo, creo que yo ya chusmeé todo lo que tenía que chusmear. Ahora me voy para la camita. Uy, pero ¿qué le pasó? Está vagabundo. De repente. A ver. Episodio 1. En el litoral de Inglaterra. Superada. He ido a la mansión. He encontrado pistas sobre mi madre en el embarcadero. He convencido a Piaggi de que me entregase la carta. He conocido al señor Washington. Me he quedado en la sala principal hablando con el señor Washington. He encontrado un extraño libro en el embarcadero. He hecho preguntas sobre mi madre. Fallida, no he encontrado todas las pistas de mi madre en el embarcadero. Me faltó más, mira. Caminos alternativos. Podría haberme unido al Sir Holm en la salita. Podría haber provocado un encuentro inesperado. Ok. Ok. ¿Y eso qué es? Ok. Ok. Acá se consiguen los puntos. No entendía de dónde se conseguía. Bueno, esto lo vamos a desbloquear. Confío. Engaño. Ocultismo. En el engaño me... Lo voy a subir al máximo. Después esto también me va a servir, pero el engaño me sirve. Listo. ¿Qué dice? Equipar manuscritos. Aquí puedes seleccionar tus lecturas durante tu aventura. Ok. Ok. Ya entendí. Ensayo científico que combina las más precisas observaciones astronómicas con nociones matemáticas avanzadas. Creo que este. Creo. Y creo que acá ya empieza la segunda, o sea, el segundo capítulo. ¿Están en mi pieza, en serio? ¿O esto lo estoy alucinando?
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
Durocher can't be far away. They'll find her soon.
Espera. Ay, no me dice. No me dice si es el episodio 1 o 2.
Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
Y a ver acá, me dice. Re pesada la mina. No me dice.
Take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of de Richet's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear.
I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late, and we have much to discuss.
Bueno, lo voy a dejar por acá. No sé si este es el final del primer capítulo y me estoy adelantando al segundo capítulo, pero lo voy a dejar por acá. Si te gustó, dale like, comenta, compartí y suscríbete para ver más contenido como este. Yo acá me despido. Besitos.